We are live from Centennial Ice Arena for this special edition of the SHL Game of the Week on YouTube Live. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast for the championship game of the 50th Annual O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament, hosted by Loyola Academy. Alongside Wes Anderson, I am Max Anderson, and with our great technical crew, we will have all the live game action for you here from Wilmette. Tonight's championship game features St. Ignatius versus Loyola Gold. Both teams enter 5-0. And for more on how Loyola is going to defend this Thanksgiving Tournament championship, we're going to send it down to ice level where the newest member of the SHL network, Andrew Rubin, standing by with Loyola co-head coach Scott Serralo. Andrew.
Hi, yes, Coach. Playing a team that you guys haven't seen since September and already playing a game earlier today, what are you looking to from your team early?
I'm really interested to see what kind of energy we have. This is our sixth game. It's their sixth game, so whoever has the better endurance should have the advantage here.
Yep, Corbin Klein for St. Ignatius has 6 goals already this tournament. What are you guys looking to do to slow him down this game?
You know, I like our defense. I think that our forwards are going to do well in the forecheck and make sure they don't get ahead of steam on us. But no, I like the way our D's been playing.
Thank you very much. Good luck, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Max.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it, and welcome to the SHL Network family. If the name Andrew Rubin sounds familiar to the SHL Network, it's because he was a stalwart with GBN for several years. Now joining the broadcast ranks as he plays some college baseball, so happy to have him as part of our crew. He'll be down on ice level all night for this championship game. Wes, we come into this game, both teams 5-0. St. Ignatius from the CCHL, Loyola from the SHL, really the two top conferences in the state clashing here in this championship game.
Yeah, you heard Coach talk about earlier how both teams, this is their 5th game in 3 days, and how fatigue is going to play a big factor. Ignatius is going to be their 3rd time playing 2 games in a day, so look for them to have some short shifts early. You know, Loyola with a little bit fresher legs are going to try and get on top of them early.
So we're ticking down just the last couple minutes of warm-up here. Do want to give you an idea of how these two teams got to this point. On the Loyola side, they started the tournament against Evanston on Friday night, a 9-1 win. And later that day, Friday, they beat Providence 3-1 for the first time in this tournament. They'll end up playing them again later on. Saturday, Loyola played St. Rita to a 2-0 victory, and Barrington to an 8-1 victory. Finally this morning, they met Providence in the semifinals, a 4-0 win and a shutout for Brian Haney. Meanwhile, for St. Ignatius, wins over York, GBS, Brother Rice, Carmel in the group play, and then a semifinal, a contentious, and we'll get into that a little bit later on, semifinal matchup between St. Viator and this St. Ignatius team. Of course, Ignatius coming out with a 2-1 win earlier today. That sets the scene. Both teams getting final instructions. And Wes, you talk about tournament hockey for both of these teams. This will be the 6th game they've played in roughly 48 hours. It doesn't matter how good a shape you are. That takes a toll, and that'll be something to watch.
Yeah, definitely something to watch here, Max. And look to the goalies to be strong early. We got Sebastian Wigfield and Cian O'Brien. Wigfield for St. Ignatius, O'Brien for Loyola. Both have been strong in this tournament, so both teams will look to their goalies early to make some big saves and try and keep their team in it.
We do appreciate the intro from Wes on the Schmidt goaltenders of the game, presented by Schmidt Goaltending. Thank them for their sponsorship and, of course, sponsoring the starting goalies here on the SHL Network. 17 minutes up on the clock. Both teams heading for the face-off dot. Raymond Owens for Ignatius wins the opening draw, and away we go. Taking the puck is Roddy. He'll try to dump it in from his defensive spot. Finally able to muscle it in. Boersma heads in on the forecheck, not able to get it momentarily. Ignatius able to carry it out. On comes Corbin Klein. Talked about Klein before the game. 6 goals in this tournament. Really playing lights-out hockey. A total of 8 points in just a couple of days as Loyola clears the zone. Cowan carries, now drops Gustafson. Shot deflected. Backdoor was Keaton Lillybridge. He wasn't able to get a stick on it. Now giving chase is Garrett Grady. And carrying it out, Ignatius for a moment. Puck comes right back in on net of Sebastian Wigfield. Talked about the rare captain in net for St. Ignatius. That's Sebastian Wigfield, their number one goaltender, coming in nearly 93% save percentage. Wes, don't often see that C on a goalie in hockey.
Don't often see it, but when you make 32 saves in a semifinal game like you did earlier today, it's very warranted for him to have the C on his chest.
Of course, Kieran O'Brien opposite him, having a nice season both in the tournament and outside. In his 3 starts so far in the tournament, only giving up .33 goals a game and a 98% save percentage. Small sample, certainly. But obviously a sparkling tournament for him so far as that shot from the point deflects into the Ignatius bench and an offensive zone draw coming for Loyola.
You can already see the fatigue from having this been the 6th game for both teams in only a few days. Already a couple passes, not really hitting the tape as clear and crisp as you'd expect.
Talking to coaches before the game, they talk about really simplifying the game, right? 6 game in 2.5 days and getting pucks deep, getting pucks towards net, not trying to do too much. Face-off draw 1, played back to the point. Cross ice now with a lane. Here's a shot, was just wide from Tommy Albrighton. Kept in at the point by Fritchie. Trying to play it up the boards, and out with it comes Ignatius. Will Karnick carries it out himself. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists so far on the weekend for the Wolves. Played in deep, back to take it, Tommy Albrighton. Now in the corner, Jack Reiner. Collision along the half boards. Battling for it the whole way. Picking up his stick is Peralt. Peralt having a good tournament himself, 4 points in his own right, carrying the puck in just a touch early was Mikey Baker, and that's offsides.
No team really setting the tone and trying to force their style of play on the other so far, as you'd expect with teams that are a little fatigued, just trying to feel each other out in the early minutes here so far, Max.
14:48 left here in the first period, scoreless. Puck comes back to Will Steele. He'll play the puck in deep. Give his forecheckers a chance, giving Chase Malinek. Now side circle Waltman. The big body of Waltman tries to establish a presence. Trapping behind now Albrighton. And finally able to clear. On comes Lizette. Lizette tied up in the neutral zone. Back the other way comes Malinek. He skates wide. He'll shoot a harmless shot in on Wigfield, who sticks it aside. Now in the corner, the touch pass from Gracie. Still not able to carry it out. Loyola, some sustained pressure here, not allowing easy out. Now out in front, kick to his stick. High slot, again kicks to his stick. Was Steele, but not able to get a shot off. Now side circle. Puck played into the corner, spun around. Gonna go dig it out is Boersma. Waiting for it back at the point, Steele. Boersma wins it. Now Gustafson in behind the goal line. Gustafson skates. He tries to turn the corner. Now high slot, shoots just wide of the net. Loyola's had the puck in this Ignatius zone for the better part of a minute and a half, and finally able to clear his Ignatius, and they will happily take an icing and reset. I want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Glassa, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lank Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, and Schmidt Goaltending. Visit schmidtgoaltending.com and get 25% off your first private lesson. Just tell them the SHL Network sent you. 13:22 left here in the first period. Both teams prodding each other. Loyola with an extended shift there in the offensive zone. That puck possession style, Wes, certainly something they're looking to establish early on.
The Wolfpack defense can see they're a little fatigued there, not able to move the puck very easy behind their net so far. Something to keep an eye out if you're Loyola, noticing how difficult it is for the defenseman to get the puck out of the zone.
And just from a tournament draw perspective, they had to play 2 night games last night, turn around this morning, play another game. So just the way the schedule shook out for St. Ignatius, also a bit of a disadvantage on top of the number of games they've played. And now a collision as O'Brien has nearly has his feet taken out from under him as he played the puck behind. Gabal carries it out. Now Schreiber rink wide. Outside circle. Raymond Owens able to scoop that puck out. Won't get far enough for icing, so we'll play on. Stretch pass. Misses the stick of Gabal. And Wigfield had to play it.
You hear the fans giving a little cheer there.
Nothing gets the people going quite like a a linesman falling on his butt. He gets everybody excited. Now here's near circle. Shoots! Scores! Joey Velarde gets his second goal of the tournament. And I believe that went 5-hole through the legs of Kieran O'Brien.
Kieran O'Brien looked a little shocked that that goal went between his legs. He's moving from his right to his left. And a great shot through the 5-hole to put the Wolfpack up 1-0 here early in the first period.
He got it right at the dot. Squeezed through the pads of O'Brien. And a goal early on for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough for a goalie to settle in the game when he hasn't had a shot in over 5 minutes, and it's even tougher when it's a transition play like that, a little 2-on-1, late developing in the zone.
So the lone assist goes to Luke Vega, number 47 in maroon, and I should say in dark red. Loyola wearing the gold specialty jerseys here today, and a big hit from Roddy, and a penalty. Oh, that's a tough call. Looked like a clean hit from my vantage point here, Wes. I know you were taking some notes right as that hit happened. We'll see if Jimmy can cue up a replay right down here in front of us.
Jimmy the Wiz on it. Yeah, that looked maybe got
a little high.
A little high in the head. It looked like the Wolfpack forward slipped a little bit, and number 5, Sam Roddy, might have caught him a little high in the head. So not surprised that the ref called that one, just given the circumstances.
Changing there. Loyola's not really looking to change any much of their plan after that first goal. They think they're still dominating this game, trying to maintain the pressure on St. Ignatius full ice.
Yeah, we saw it, Andrew, in that first couple of shifts there. Had about a minute and a half straight in the offensive zone, and I think you're dead on that they don't look to change anything, but for now they're going to have to at least change and go to the penalty kill and try to kill this off for the next minute and 30.
The Wolfpack offense has been explosive twice already in this tournament. They've scored 4 goals in 1 period. So, you know, from the Ramblers side, they really want to have a big kill here to spark their team going forward.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Here's a chance. Point-blank shot. Turned away. Tyler Pan, another high goal scorer. In fact, right behind Corbin Klein so far in the tournament. Tyler Pan, including a hat trick, has 5 goals on the weekend. Another shot. Rebound kicks back to the point, and John Paul Cole tries to drop it far circle, instead forced out. On comes Gustafson, shorthanded, goes around one player, and eventually Owens neutralizes that, but Gustafson continues to battle shorthanded. At the very least, going to waste some time here on his penalty kill.
Yeah, we thought these teams would be a little fatigued, but as this power play has gone on, you can really see the energy from both sides starting to ramp up here.
Wes, how often do you see the leading point getter on a team also on the penalty kill? That's Jack Gustafson, has 9 points on the tournament. High slot shot deflected. Side. Albrighton winds up. He clears. But talk about a guy that can get it done offensively, then lead the penalty kill for Loyola.
Max, that's just a sign of a great team leader right there for Gustafson, being able to provide offensively and then kind of strap it in and lock down on defense when his team needs him.
Mentioned the 5 goals for Gustafson. One of those multiple 2-goal output so far on the tournament. Short-handed now, wasting some time. Point-blank chance, shot, big save, Wigfield. It was backdoor, and it was Gabal who had the puck fall to his stick. And an icing right at the end of that as penalty as we got to full strength. So an offensive zone draw coming for Loyola. Best case scenario for them.
Short-handed chance, something that Ignatius is very fond of. In 6 CCHL games, they have 3 short-handed goals, and you see Loyola on the other side there having a great slot chance, down 1 man.
9:48 to go in the first period. 1-0 Ignatius. What I believe was their first shot on goal, Wes. Got the lone tally so far in the game.
Yeah, 1 shot on goal, but Kieran Murphy since then on that penalty kill looked very strong. So able to bounce back pretty quick from his end.
Rink wide, Cowan able to keep it into the point. Throw a puck in on net. We've seen that several times from Loyola. Talked about it before the game. Simplify the game. You've played 6 games in 2.5 days, including a game earlier today. You get the puck at the net, create traffic in front. That seems to be Loyola's plan here early on.
Yeah, and the 6th game, you never know what bounce could go in from a goalie, so it's always good to get as many pucks on net, especially early in the first period.
Latanzio clears the puck. Cowan tries to go around the defenseman, not able to. Here's Roddy after his 2 minutes in the box. He'll take a Far out shot, blockered away by Wigfield. Now Peralt drops behind, a big check along the half boards. It was Latanzio that tracked him down. Coming back Roddy, he'll shoot. Kicked aside by Peralt. He'll gather and clear.
A little screen on his own goalie from Peralt there. I don't think Wigfield ever saw that shot go past the net.
Fortunately, Peralt, doing his best soccer skills, kicked that aside. Now at the point, Mubarak fires the puck in, looking far side half boards for Karnik. Pinned against the boards, eventually coming out with Gustafson. Gustafson skates up the far side boards, but Mubarak able to get back and stem that play. Lillybridge putting pressure on along with Gustafson, able to force a turnover. Here's Boersma. Boersma carries, shot towards the net, deflected a couple of times. Gustafson behind the net. Gustafson circles, he'll drop, find Lillybridge. Now centering pass, no one home for Loyola. Gustafson chases now the opposite side. Play out in front, no one from Loyola, able to gather the puck back at the points. Kadlec, he shoots wide of the net. Now Gustafson gets the puck back again. Talk about Jack Gustafson here early on, showing no signs of fatigue. He's been all over the ice. Now another chance. Ignatius. That time it was Tyler Pan who fired just over the crossbar, but Gustafson all over the ice for the Ramblers here early on.
We've heard the Loyola coaching staff talk about simplifying the game, and from Ignatius' point, they've really done a good job of blocking shots to help out their goalie here early.
That's certainly a key. The puck possession and skill from Loyola. Got to limit the opportunities in on their netminder. Aggressive out of his net, O'Brien. This puck comes deflected off a Loyola body. So an offensive zone draw coming for Ignatius.
Max, Loyola has had more offensive scoring chances in this period so far, but Loyola, when they've had the puck in the offensive zone, they've done a good job of getting pucks on net and making Kieran O'Brien's life that much more difficult here in the first period.
Face-off draw one. Now Loyola trying to win it back behind the net. That's Charlie Fritchie. Get some ice time here. Now Garrett Grady fighting for it between the circles. Creating some room was Albrighton. Now far corner. Fritchie tries to clear, instead kept in at the point by Joey Gunta. Now big check, Albrighton. He lays into Raymond Owens, but not able to clear. Puck loose, high slot, eventually taken away by Loyola. Now they're going to have a 2 or 3 on 1. Here come the Ramblers. Here's a shot from Schreiber, loose in front. Good stick work from Garrett Grady. Very nearly had the first goal for Loyola.
Great second save by Wigfield, as it looked like O'Grady was able to knock that second chance opportunity back on goal there.
And that's an icing, is just before center ice. The puck came from the Loyola defense, so an offensive zone draw coming for Ignatius.
The pace has really picked up here. We thought early on that both teams would be fatigued, but you saw after that power play for St. Ignatius, both teams really got a lot of energy, and the pace of the game really picked up.
Now deflection as that puck comes into the corner. Battling for is Roddy and Jimmy Gracie for Ignatius. Trying to spin it up the boards, kept in at the point by Peralt. Now giving chase, Connor Kennedy. Kennedy hands off Lizette. Now in the corner being pestered the entire way by Cowan. And it'll be cleared out by Zach Waltman. On comes Waltman with speed. The big man, not just size, but some speed as he enters the zone. But carried out now by Klein. Roddy stops the puck as it enters the zone. And able to clear is Mikey Baker. Fresh off his football season with Loyola Gold. Only his, I guess after this tournament he's got 5 games, but coming into the tournament, only his 2 games under his belt. And this stretch pass misses the stick of Charlie Reef at the blue line, so it's going to go icing against Ignatius, an offensive zone draw coming for Loyola with 5:10 left in the first.
Max, we've talked about Gustafson from Loyola really being a key to their offense going forward, and you can see a great way to counter that is the stretch passes from St. Ignatius, really trying to move Loyola defensemen back further, closer to their own blue line and get some more offensive opportunities.
Face-off draw to the right of Wigfield, won by Ignatius. Ignatius doing a nice job in the face-off dot when you're facing the number 1 team in the state. Ignatius sitting at number 10. Certainly need to be competitive in the dot, and you're seeing that from Ignatius here early on.
One way to slow down an offense like Loyola is to control the puck, and the best way to do it is win as many faceoffs as you can and control the puck off the faceoff.
Just getting started here, midway through the first period. Good crowd on hand here for this championship of the O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament. 50th O'Grady Thanksgiving Championship Tournament, hosted by Loyola, as this puck's going to miss all gold sweaters and go for the icing. So Ignatius with an offensive zone draw coming. But let's talk about Sunday after Thanksgiving, and a pretty full crowd here.
Max, we did the GBS-GBN game here on Wednesday, and it was a sold-out crowd. And as the game's gone on, we've seen more and more people come in. So great atmosphere to have a little Sunday matinee.
I don't know that we'll ever get anything that beats the environment we had for that GBN-GBS game. We have a Loyola-New Trier game coming up here in a couple of weeks. That certainly will get close. We'll have some competitors, but a special atmosphere we had on Wednesday night right here in Centennial Ice Arena, with GBS snapping that 15-year drought in the annual tradition. We get a nice fist pump from our guest cameraman today, Dylan Ward, taking off the headset, dusting off his talents. Appreciate him. Side of the net. Opportunity comes back. Fritchie can't handle it, the blue line, so he'll have to play it out in the neutral zone. But Dylan Ward, not just the golden pipes behind the mic, but he can get it done with the camera work as well. Appreciate him stepping in.
Man of many talents, as he gives us another thumbs up here.
This pass misses a couple of six, and we'll go the length of the ice for an icing. Want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Glassa, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, and Schmidt Goaltending. 3:55 left here in the first period. Offensive zone draw for Loyola. They take possession. Roddy back at the point. He swings D to D. Cowan is playing back in his neutral zone, but able to keep it going to Gabal. Schreiber now behind. Now a scrum behind the net. Away with it comes Grady. Grady kicks it to his stick. Vega, the point getter on the goal of the game, forces the puck away, now retrieves it back in the corner. Eventually turning and firing is Paul O'Grady. Told no relation to O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament. Now Max Cabal fires the puck in. Schreiber heads in on the forecheck, try to create some possession here for Loyola. Cabal gets the puck, now side circle. He zeroes in, shoots. Hugging that left post was Wigfield. So despite the possession so far, not a ton of high-quality chances for Loyola, with 2:41 left in the first.
Something we heard the Loyola coaching staff talk about last week, getting second chance opportunities to provide some offense for their team. And you see so far that a lot of their chances have been from the outside, not too many high-threat scoring chances, except for the one O'Grady had on that putback on that 2-on-1 just a few minutes ago.
And Wes, I think a byproduct, I know we've talked about it a little bit so far, but a byproduct of so many games, so many days, I think we're going to see more icings than we normally do. Guys not necessarily as concerned. We've got some excited fans here. Wanting to get on camera. Hope Dylan got him. Oh, he did. Awesome. But I would expect to see a few more icings than usual. Teams just not taking as many chances out of their own zone. Tired legs, you just don't want to get caught.
Yeah, you don't want to. And the good thing about taking icings here is you can change if you need to. So if you get fatigued, ice the puck down, get some fresh bodies out there. It's not the NHL where if you do ice the puck, those same players have to stay out. So like you said, something you'd expect when you're fatigued. You're not really making those crisp passes. Sometimes the puck might just jump over your stick. So going forward, the coaches know that, and not really anything too harmful from both sides.
You certainly don't want to give unnecessary offensive zone draws to the opponent, but so far Ignatius doing a nice job in the dot. Certainly helps limit the exposure they may have on those plays. Now behind the net, Mubarak. He looks up ice, will fire off the boards and find Reef. Reef enters the zone, and that right into the chest of Kieran O'Brien. Had been few minutes since he'd seen some action. Gets a shot on net.
He's been solid so far. That first goal, tough little 2-on-1 that developed late in the zone there, especially for the first shot, having moved from his right to his left and on that shot that went 5-hole.
Now face-off draw to come to left O'Brien, won by Ignatius. A shot, pad save aside, back to the point. It was Bobby Eber that played it in deep. Battling in the corner, Connor Kennedy gets some support. Coming in behind from Tyler Pan. 5 or 6 bodies eventually coming back to the point. Here's a shot deflected in front. It was knocked down by Fritchie. Now in the corner, Pan. Albrighton. Now chance out in front. On his backside is O'Brien. Taking a hard hit in front was Connor Kennedy, but some of the best sustained offensive pressure we've seen from Ignatius on that shift.
That's the second time we've seen that line for St. Ignatius really control the play when they've got an offensive zone draw. So something to take notes from if you're the Loyola coaching staff and those 3 players get on the ice.
1:13 left here in the first period. 1-0 St. Ignatius. Face-off draw 1. Played back to the point. Shot in on net. Deflected just wide. Good deflection in front from Klein. He was looking for his 7th goal of the tournament. Now Cowan has the puck roll on his stick, so he's not able to clear. Side angle here. Fighting for position in front was Klein again. Instead, he's got to go help O'Grady dig it out of the corner. This is Garrett Grady. He tries to clear it, but goes up into the ceiling. He kind of looks to the ceiling in frustration. So an offensive zone draw for Ignatius.
Max, an improvement we've seen from Loyola from last week is we saw them really give up the slot. And in this period so far, they've done a good job of collapsing in the middle and limiting the amount of opportunities Ignatius has had from the middle.
Good chance here. You mentioned it, Wes, after seeing them in the game of the week last Sunday against, here's a deflected shot, still loose under O'Brien. Waiting for it in the back door was Paul O'Grady, but freezing the puck was O'Brien. But you mentioned we did the game last Sunday, Loyola game, and getting that to see them now having played 6 games between then and now. You mentioned some of the things they've clearly been working on.
Yeah, Kieran O'Brien there, another great positional save, and that really helps when there's not a lot of second chance opportunities from the slot like you mentioned before, Max.
Now Cowan behind, played out in front. Fortunate that Gustafson was able to tie a stick up, or it would have been a point-blank chance for Klein. Back the other way comes Boersma. Boersma drops to Lillibridge. It's blocked in front, but Boersma able to get it back. Backhanded pass, stepping in front is Ignatius and carrying it out. Joey Gunta tries to establish. Now Boersma, if he can hurry, might have a 2-on-2. Getting back in support was Will Karnick for Ignatius. Now another chance in front. Puck still bouncing in front. Lillibridge trying to stuff it to, still loose, and that's the end of the period. So saved by the bell was Ignatius as Loyola really pressed there at the end of the period, but after 1, it's 1-0. St. Ignatius leads.
Max, 2 great saves by Wigfield there right at the end of the period with about 5 seconds left to keep his team up 1-0. That's why he wears the C. He's able to make 2 great saves to keep his team up going into the first intermission.
Loyola not really looking to change much after that first period. They thought they got away from their energy towards the end of that first period, but they're looking to maintain the pressure on the St. Ignatius team. They feel they can't skate with them throughout the neutral zone with all their speed.
Yeah, I think we're seeing that certainly. The possession in favor of Loyola. Obviously, Ignatius opportunistic on that 2-on-1, Wes. But ultimately, if Loyola's able to keep this pressure offensively throughout the game, you got to think they're going to break through here shortly.
We've talked about how fatigued both teams are, and yeah, their speed eventually is going to wear on Ignatius. They're kind of operating a bend-don't-break scenario right now with Wigfield coming up with a few big saves we saw, especially on that O'Grady 2-on-1 earlier. So something the Ignatius coaching staff's aware of, probably going to make some adjustments here to slow them down, especially in the neutral zone, as Andrew mentioned just now.
Second period action coming here shortly. The teams will switch ends, so the long change from both benches coming here. We'll see again, not to harp on it, but really is a factor, folks. The 6th game in 2.5 days, all the more important, Wes, to make sure you don't get stuck on extended shifts with the long change. Both
teams are going to be very aware of that, Max. Try and keep shifts as much as they can at that 45-second mark that most coaches harp on. So some coaches even keep timers on the bench when they go to the second period. So I'm not sure if these coaches do that, but they're going to be highly aware of that long change.
So Wigfield, we get a chance here to our right. Of course, if you're familiar with Centennial Ice Arena, we're up on the platform here opposite the Loyola bench at the moment. So get an up-close and personal look at Sebastian Wigfield, who had a sparkling first period. Face-off draw won by Ignatius. And away we go here in the second period, live from Centennial Ice Arena for the championship game of the 50th O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament, hosted by Loyola Academy. Wes Anderson, here's a trip as O'Grady makes a play right around Mubarak, and Loyola going to get their second chance on the power play here coming.
Looks like number 5, Miles Mubarak, if that's how you say his name, helmet came off as he took down the Loyola offender coming in the zone there.
So Mubarak, I thought that was going to be a trip against Mubarak. Looked like Grady had him beat. Thought we would get a penalty there against St. Ignatius. To scratch that off my scorecard.
You can see a couple palms up from the Loyola side thinking that should be a trip just like us, Max.
Looked like it would be, but to Ignatius' advantage, we'll stay 5-on-5.
Looks like we got a little equipment issue on the Wolfpack bench. I think Mubarak trying to figure out his helmet situation as get the puck dropped to our right.
Offensive zone draw won by Boersma. He turns and shoots, but wildly and not on target. Back to play at Eber. He tries to clear it, but high and up off the ceiling, so an offensive zone draw coming for Loyola.
Max, we've seen both teams really try and chip the puck off the glass to get the puck broken out a little bit easier than making a tape-to-tape pass, something that the fatigue is really starting to set in from both sides.
Boersma opposite Owens here. Owens able to win it, but Gustafson gets possession for a moment before Eber able to carry out. On comes O'Grady. Now Klein and O'Grady can't set up offensively, and it's cleared by Loyola. Lillybridge going to put some pressure on. Now Gustafson. Captain at the point, Cowan. Cowan skates in, top circle, cross ice, big stick lift, backdoor Jack Reiner. Lillybridge would have had a point blank one-timer, but Reiner lifted a stick just at the last second.
Great back check by Reiner to make that stick lift. Definitely saved a goal for the Wolfpack there.
Talk about keeping your forwards engaged in the play as Lillybridge came darting up the back door there. But keeps it scoreless on the Loyola side. Getting some ice time. Here's Matt St. John for Loyola. He skates in. Checked in behind Latanzio. Latanzio pinned against the boards. Couple of Wolves in behind. Trying to pry it free. Played up the boards. Kept in at the point. Here's a shot. Deflected multiple times on its way to net. Never got all the way through. Now another sharp angle shot. This time deflected and carried out by St. Ignatius. It's going to be icing. No, icing waived right at the last second. Much to the frustration of Loyola bench, thought it should have been an offensive zone draw coming. Instead, we'll play on. In his own end, Peralt finds the stick of Lizette, who plays it in deep. Now back at the near side point, here's Colin McHugh. Mulcahy with the shot. Goes D to D. Peralt with a shot, just missing the far post. So the Wolves pushing back here. Trying to find their second goal of the game. Now near circle and freezing the puck is O'Brien. 14:41 left here in the second period. 1-0 St. Ignatius.
Good on O'Brien to freeze that down. Looked like Loyola got caught in a long change there. Needed defensive reinforcements there as the Wolfpack started to get things going in their offensive zone.
14:41 left in the second period. Offensive zone draw coming for Ignatius. It's going to be Will Karnick for the dark red jerseys. Garrett Grady steps into the face-off dot for the Ramblers. Face-off won by Ignatius. And don't have exact numbers, Wes, but seems early on Ignatius having the better of play in the face-off dot. I had to guess 60-40 Ignatius so far.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, Max. And early on in the early minutes of this second period. Ignatius out shooting Loyola so far as well.
Ignatius looking to extend that lead. So far, Loyola, a couple of prime opportunities, but haven't been able to finish them thus far. Now shot kept in for a moment by Charlie Reef, but that shot flutters into the chest of O'Brien. Another offensive zone draw coming for the Wolves.
Max, before this last little sustained offensive pressure from the Wolfpack, you saw Loyola really try and start pushing the pace and get their speed to be a factor in this game.
14:09 left in the second. Draw to come to the right of O'Brien. Captain for Loyola, Ryan Boersma, steps in. He wins the draw, but possession taken away by Ignatius. Now Albrighton tries to win it back along the half boards. Is Lilliebridge, and he'll chip it out. Gambling, Gustafson wins the puck. Here comes Loyola. Gustafson holds the puck, gives on to Boersma. Boersma circles behind, stops, out in front. Here's the shot. No, Gustafson can't handle it. Another chance from Gustafson, can't get a shot through. Now from the point, Albrighton. He whiffed initially as well, but ends up dumping it behind. Gustafson, side circle, he'll go up top. Here's a shot, and into the glove of Wigfield. Shot coming from Charlie Fritchie, but it was Gustafson who right in the slot had some space and had the puck just roll off his stick.
Max, from our vantage point, you can see he was looking to that top right corner, and right when he looked up and he went to shoot, it looks like he missed the puck with his stick, but another great scoring chance for Loyola here in the second period.
And he just actually went to the bench and grabbed a different stick, so I don't know if he wants to blame that one on the stick or just taking a look at things here as he heads off the ice. Schreiber behind the net, circles, near circle now into the slot, backhanded shot blocked. Following it up, another shot, saved by Wigfield. It was Roddy coming up from the point, but Wigfield saw it the whole way.
In between periods, Loyola was really looking to get more pucks on net. You can see that evident here early in the second, just looking to get anything and everything to the net, looking for rebound chances.
Yeah, they're very content to turn this into a scrappy game if they need to. Obviously, Loyola prefers to play a more open possession game, but they certainly have the personnel and the capability to gum it up a little bit. Here's a shot from Schreiber, and sticked up into the netting by Wigfield.
Great little stick work there by Wigfield, just getting as many faceoffs as he can to slow down this Loyola offense. A little cheeky play from the goalie's perspective of something he could do to help his team slow down this high-powered offense from Loyola.
Certainly, the slower pace is going to favor Ignatius. The number one team in the state, Loyola, prefers a little bit more up and down the ice. And so far, that pace really being controlled by the Wolfpack. Now puck coming back to their own blue line. Ignatius to collect. Peralt stops and turns. Eventually, no, cleared out. Roddy keeps it in. Next, Gabal plays on Grady. Gets it back to Gabal, side net. Gets it in on net, but no pace on it. Here's Schreiber. Doesn't have the shot. And we're going to have a penalty. It must be going against Loyola because we got a whistle, and it's going to be Gabal. Didn't see what happened. Roughing is going to be the call. So a 2-minute man advantage coming for St. Ignatius.
Yeah, looks like Max Gabal got tied up behind the play with number 11. Raymond Owens, not sure what the ref saw. It wasn't really paying attention to what was going on behind the play, but a great opportunity here for the Wolfpack to try and make this a 2-0 game.
12:35 left in the second period, and Ignatius already up 1-0, looking to extend that lead. Face-off draw one. Loyola is going to fire it off the boards, get a break from the linesman as he knocks the puck down. Probably would have cleared otherwise. Centering pass, puck still loose in the slot, eventually cleared away. Then comes Gustafson. He's going to chip it off the boards. He's looking for a shorthanded opportunity. Here comes Gustafson. He shoots. Follow-up chance. Boersma just got tied up, or else he had a chance shorthanded. Back the other way. Ignatius 3-on-2. Forcing him wide was Albrighton to slow the play down.
Really see the explosiveness from Gustafson there, chipping that puck off the glass and getting behind the defenseman as he tried to do it again before he puts that one out of play.
Jack Gustafson not on the scoreboard as Loyola isn't at all, but really the best player on the ice so far tonight. He is everywhere on the penalty kill, 5-on-5, making plays for the Ramblers. 11:58 left in the second period. 1-0 Ignatius again winning a face-off draw. Here's Klein outside far circle. He's pinned against the boards by Roddy. Sam Roddy also having himself a fine game so far tonight. And cleared by Loyola with 1:10 left here in the power play. Wigfield settles, and Raymond Owen's going to lead the charge for Ignatius. Can't handle it here, turned over Lillybridge. And at the very least, he's going to be able to waste 10 or 15 seconds of the power play.
Max, we've seen Ignatius be a little bit more passive than they have been on this power play as they were in the first one.
Another disruption here right at the blue line from Nick Malinek. Slows things down, now just past the stick of Klein, or else he would have had a chance on the power play. Roddy going to try to fire it up the boards and clear with 30 seconds to go on the power play. Both sides going to make changes here. Ignatius going to try one more rush up the ice here with the man advantage. Haven't gotten anything on net thus far. Playing off the boards, Pan. He'll follow his dump. Behind is O'Grady. Spun around on the boards. And again cleared. 10 seconds to go. See if Ignatius tries to push one more rush here. No, they'll be content here to get back to full strength and attack from there.
We see Loyola a lot more aggressive on this penalty kill than they were on the first one, limiting Ignatius to fewer scoring opportunities than before.
And certainly no shots on net there for Ignatius. Back comes Schreiber with speed. Schreiber circles all the way in behind, looking in the slot. Backhanded shot, couldn't get much on it, was Gabal. And Wigfield quickly falling on the puck to take a face-off draw.
You see Grady crashing there pretty hard as that puck was loose for ever just a second before Wigfield was able to cover it up.
10:18 left in the second period. Draw to come to the left of Sebastian Wigfield. Has one shutout so far here in the tournament. Having himself a nice tournament. Hoping to cap that off with a championship victory. For St. Ignatius is pressuring behind, trying to get something started for Loyola. Comes Waltman, trying to use his body to establish something in the offensive zone. Along with him, Mikey Baker. Back to the point, just skips over the stick of Albrighton, so Loyola will have to regroup. Loyola really putting pressure here, trying to find that equalizer, going for a big hit. Was Waltman, he whiffed.
You hear that thud throughout the whole arena there as Waltman tried to...
Bit of a gasp from the stands here, too.
Trying to make a big play, or a big hit, should I say, in the second period.
Colin Mulcahy drops it in deep for Ignatius. Gustafson at the blue line, able to get the puck out, checked off the puck. And back in the Loyola end, back to get it Fritchie. Fritchie nearly gets a bad bounce, but able to clear. Gustafson at the center ice line. Now carrying it on Boersma. Boersma can't control. Nice move around a defender's Pan. He's got some space along the near boards. Wasn't able to control it as he entered the zone. That could have been a hit to the head, it looked like. Gustafson. But we'll play on. Pan carries the puck, gets it wide. Here's a shot, pad save. Now between the legs, scores! The initial save from Kieran O'Brien, and it looked like it might have been his own defenseman that kicked it in. Regardless, it's 2-0 Ignatius.
Max, like you said, great first save by Kieran O'Brien, but yeah, as we look at the replay, trying to see, it looked like the Loyola defender might have tipped that one in on his own skate.
We'll get another look at it here as Jimmy's queuing up the replay, but it definitely made the first save, and whether it was off a piece of equipment or actually off the stick of the Loyola defenseman, hard to tell, but it's 2-0 Ignatius.
Something to keep an eye on. Ignatius is 5-0 when scoring first in this tournament, something Loyola is definitely aware of, as you see them try and push this pace early before that second goal went in.
Here's a shot. Big hit in the corner. The goal ends up going to Velarde. His second goal of the game. So he's certainly looking to pad that tournament resume. And so this face-off draw to come back here into the Ignatius end. An offensive zone draw. Grady going to get an opportunity. And won by Ignatius, trying to play it up off the boards. Instead, it's Schreiber. Plays it back underneath Gabal. Reads that play well, but nice play by Joey Gunta to go around Gabal and clear it. Puck stuck right at the blue line. Eventually pried free, and Gunta for Ignatius looks up ice. He'll just chip high. Cowan going to play it for Loyola. Plays it back onto the neutral zone. Now Reef for Ignatius tries to play it. Instead goes Gabal. Here's Gabal. Good drop pass just out of the reach of Grady. See Loyola just a fraction off. We've seen a couple of good centering passes that are just out of the shooting motion for Loyola. That pass just past the stick. Just a little bit off so far offensively tonight is Loyola.
A little bit off, you're right, Max, but they also have had some great scoring opportunities as well. So something that Loyola coaching staff is going to harp on them is, just stick to the details, the little things, and make their life a little bit easier going forward.
Roddy carries in from his defensive spot. He's got Schreiber in the slot. Instead holds the puck, tries to go up over the net. Now Schreiber behind. Puck comes awkwardly out in front. Aware stick from Peralt clears that from danger, and the puck chips up into the Loyola bench, but will stay here in the Ignatius end for an offensive zone draw for Loyola.
Luckily for St. Ignatius, it looked like two Loyola players were going off for a changer as that puck popped out, so luckily there was more pressure there in the middle of the circle, right?
6:58 left here in the second period. 2-0 Ignatius. A goal in each period so far. Draw one by Ignatius, and they're able to clear again. Just going to roof the puck. Kind of ill-advised play there by Owens. So another offensive zone draw coming for Loyola.
Yeah, it looks like Owens took out the sand wedge instead of the 4-iron there as he was trying to chip that.
Wes, I'd venture to guess. I know the home rink for St. Ignatius is Fifth Third rink down there in the city. I would venture to guess that they have some bigger ceilings, because we've seen 4 or 5 times now from an Ignatius player them roof the puck and probably weren't expecting a whistle. So I would imagine they have probably some bigger ceilings and not used to a little bit smaller confines there on the edges.
Yeah, it's a great observation, Max. Yeah, something that they're probably not used to with the lower ceiling here at Centennial.
Gustafson on the forecheck. He's able to force a turnover. Puck comes to Lillybridge along the far side half boards. Comes loose to Boersma. Boersma check but carries the puck. Now trapped behind. Owens side of the net. Comes away to Gustafson. Power play coming for Loyola. It's going to be a slash going against Ignatius. 6th attacker on the ice for Loyola. And taken out is Albrighton. Linesman quick to go clear the scuffle. But regardless, it's going to be a power play coming for the Ramblers.
Max, is a great opportunity for Loyola to get back in this game, make it a 1-goal game, going into the second intermission. Look for Gustafson to be out there dictating the pace of play, trying to use his speed and his skill to get free in the middle.
6:08 left in the second period. Power play for Loyola. Penalty going against Raymond Owens.
Number 11, 2 minutes hooking. Time of the penalty, 8:51.
Hooking ends up being the call. Not slashing, but regardless, 2-minute advantage here for Loyola's. Boersma has the puck roll off his stick. Now Cowan getting it back up top. Schreiber wants it. Here's a shot deflected. Still loose side of the net. Follow-up shot, and he scores! Nicholas Malinik finds the power play goal 15 seconds into the man advantage. And the lead now just 1 goal for Ignatius.
Max, there's a lot of traffic in front of Wigfield down to our right here as we see that Loyola picked up that second chance opportunity and threw it in the net.
The shot coming from the point, and it looked like Malinik scrambling for it and found some space under Wigfield, who's been brilliant thus far. And it's a 2-1 Ignatius lead. 5:53 left in the second period.
Loyola goal, scored by number 19, Nicholas Malnick, assisted by number 34, Jack Gustafson, and number 26, Ryan Boersma. Time of the goal, 9:07.
So Boersma and Gustafson get assists on the play. Good to see Gustafson the way he's played here early on. Get on the score sheet. He's been a factor all over the ice for the Ramblers. Now Schreiber, he's come on here in the second period as well. Wins the puck right back, now behind the goal. He's pinned against the board, trying to clear it out. Was Pan not able to, instead it comes to Grady. Grady back to the point and Cowan. Cowan winds up, he'll shoot, and a good save from Wigfield. And Schreiber takes a hit from Mubarak right at the end of the play.
As we hear the Loyola crowd not too happy with that little shove at the end
They don't like the little extra shot on 71, Will Schreiber. He's been buzzing here in this period with 5:09 to go in the second.
Max, you can see already after that first goal for Loyola, gave the team a lot of energy and really put an emphasis on getting bodies in front of Wigfield here, making his life difficult seeing that first shot coming through.
Nice student section from Loyola down to our right here on this Sunday evening. Hope they got their homework done, Wes.
Hope everybody got the weekend reading finished before they came to watch this great little matchup here for the O'Grady tournament.
Under 5 to go, second period. And for Loyola, that was really a defining play there. They were able to win possession multiple times, get the puck back to the point, get a shot from the point, got a rebound and put it away. That's certainly the recipe if you're a Rambler. Gustafson pulls, shoots, deflects in the corner. Now Lillybridge pinned. Away with it comes Boersma, gets it back to the point again. Getting it back, Boersma, top of the circle. He'll shoot, deflected. Good stick from Klein, not to let that shot through. Turned over, but Boersma can't handle it. And he loses his stick and heads to the bench in disgust. Offside's going to be the call as they entered the zone, but really textbook from Loyola on that goal.
Max, you can see there that the control that the Ramblers had looked very easy almost. You know, win the puck back, getting their set pretty easy, and then work the puck up to the top and get shots through like they normally do on their power play.
Puck comes back into Loyola, and it's been the last 4 or 5 minutes very much concentrated play down here to our right in the Ignatius zone. Haven't seen much in on O'Brien. Going to look for Ignatius really to counterpunch here. Up a goal. Certainly don't get the feeling that 2 goals is going to win this game here tonight.
Max, you'd have to think that Ignatius is going to be happy going in this second intermission. We'll get a fresh sheet of ice here, and they'll be able to regain some confidence, kind of get an energy boost, and kind of settle things down for their team.
Big hit right at the blue line as Matt St. John takes the check. Able to play on our Ignatius. Now, Latanzio along the half boards, now able to force out is St. John. Resetting Joey Gunta for Ignatius. Drops the shot. Here's a chance. High slot over the crossbar. It was Charlie Reef entering the zone with that shot. Good ball. Throws the puck high off the boards. And offside's going to go against Ignatius.
Max, we've seen Loyola really control the play for the better part of this period, but even when Ignatius has gotten the puck in their offensive zone, they're not shy about trying to pick those corners like we saw in that last play.
3 minutes to go here in the second period. Roddy carries the puck back into his zone. Puck skips over the stick of Cowan. He scrambles to go recover it. He's got support from Lillybridge. And Cowan gets it back. Will play it high up off the boards. Brilliant pass here to Lillybridge. Just a step too quick into the offensive zone. Offside's the call.
You can see the Loyola bench is a little upset that one got called offsides, and looks like puck's going all the way down. I don't think that would be intentional offsides, as he was trying to time that up perfectly to get that breakaway in on a Wigfield to our right.
The initial pass came from their own zone, so that would be, I believe, the ruling there, Wes. You would know better than I. Max Cabal able to play on. Here comes Grady. He has to double back. Now carries it into the zone. He checks a man and going to get a penalty. I'm not quite sure for what, as it looked like Grady chipped the puck off the glass.
Max, it looked like a little cross-check right as he chipped it off, a little cross-check to the head from Grady. I know he's kind of palms up. You can see number 5, Miles Mobarak, with his hands up in the air from St. Ignatius. Clearly got a cross-check to the head as he was trying to dance around him.
I stand corrected. It did look like Grady got that stick a little bit high with a little bit of forceful.
Yeah, Loyola bench not really happy with that call. They feel that the player should have been called for interference just as well. The St. Ignatius defenseman was interfering.
Yeah, Andrew, I think that's a decent call on their side. Did look like a cross-check, but I could also see the cases Loyola's trying to make in terms of the interference. Regardless, Ignatius a chance here to punch back after Loyola's really controlled play here the last 10 minutes. Now far side point, back up top, Pan. Owens in the corner, will spin it behind Klein. And the goal off its post, so we'll get a whistle here with minute 36 left on the power play.
A little cheeky move from Kieran O'Brien. As a goalie myself, I know sometimes you can accidentally on purpose kick the net off when your team needs a whistle, as we see Gustafson come off the ice there.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Les. Accidentally on purpose. That perfectly describes the play that I think O'Brien just made. Crafty netminder. Loyola able to win that draw and clear it. 2 minutes left in the period. Minute 30 left on the power play for the Wolfpack. Not a great pass coming out of their own zone. Trying to handle it in the neutral zone eventually. Klein going to get it in. Velarde trying to follow up. Now settling the puck here is Owens. Owens back up top. Here's Pan, deflected. It was deflected off Gabal and very nearly snuck into the Loyola goal, but just wide. Now Klein, side circle, gets it back up top, Owens. Owens is going to shoot, and easily into the glove of O'Brien.
Ignatius running quite a unique power play here. They're getting pucks up top and then crashing to the net, or 2 forwards from down low. You'd expect them to try and work something off the half wall and maybe make a little one-time play towards the middle of the ice there.
Yeah, they're certainly looking to get the puck back to those points. Owens and Pan there, both with multiple sequences with the puck. Able to get a shot in, but no traffic in front made it easy for O'Brien. Now sharp angle. That shot up and over the crossbar. In the corner, Reiner. Comes back to the point. Here's Eber, able to keep it in. Shot, puck loose right in front, and able to sweep it away was Fritchie. Keeping it at the point is Gunta. 50 seconds left in the period, 20 on the power play. Now trapped in the corner. Albrighton probably be very content to just let the puck stick there.
Gustafson on Loyola seems to be hurting. Not sure if it was a stick or a block shot, but he seems hobbled out there in the kill.
I think, yeah, good call, Andrew. I think he did block a shot earlier on this penalty kill. I know there was a blocked shot, but that certainly would check out. Let's see if Gustafson's going to come for a change. That certainly would be a big problem for Loyola. He seems to be all right, just coming to get a break, but probably fortunate. He's got 33 seconds to the intermission.
Yeah, Andrew, great spot there as we see Gustafson come off the ice. Definitely looked like he caught a puck maybe to the foot or upper or lower shin on that last opportunity from the Wolfpack.
Expiring power play here. That's back to full strength here for Loyola as Grady comes out of the box. Sharp angle shot well wide of the net. Now wraps in behind Roddy. He tries to ride up the boards. Instead, coming to Grady. He carries it out of the zone, but taken by Owens. And with 12 seconds left here in the period, he'll chip the puck back. Hand pass from Loyola. Roddy tried to shuffle that pass. Thought he was slick and would get that past the referee, but now they get the whistle with 8.6 to go.
Little cheeky play there, almost a little handoff to himself to try and free himself up to make a pass up the ice there.
So we'll see what kind of face-off draw play Ignatius has here with 8.6 to go in the period. It's going to be won by Loyola. They try to chip it out. Comes deflected in behind. Now 3 seconds to go. Roddy tries to tie it up. Sharp angle, side of the net. Right at the buzzer. Goes just wide. So after 2 periods, 2-1, St. Ignatius leads here in the championship game of the O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament. Loyola, I'd say, for the most part, probably more possession, but Ignatius right there. It's a 55-45 proposition here tonight.
Max, I think that's a great analysis, as we saw Loyola really set the tone in that second period, and getting that goal past Wickfield's huge, especially only being down 1 goal going into the third period. We know this offense can get going at a snap of the finger. So they're very content going into the intermission, get some rest, and try and recuperate for the third.
Don't go anywhere. We'll have third period action in just a couple of minutes. We're going to step aside, let the ice get cleaned, and we'll have third period action right here on your home for SHL Network Hockey YouTube Live. Welcome back live here to Centennial Ice Arena. The SHL Game of the Week special edition here for the championship game of the O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament. After 2 periods, St. Ignatius leads 2-1. They're looking for a tournament championship here, and for more on how they'll do that here in the 3rd period, we're going to send it down to Andrew Rubin, standing by with St. Ignatius head coach Matt Smith. Andrew.
Yes, thank you, Max. I'm here with Coach of St. Ignatius. Coach, leading after 2 periods against this Loyola team, what are you really looking for out of your team here in the 3rd period to keep this lead?
Yeah, we got to pick up our intensity and competitiveness. We can't rest on what we did the last 2 periods. We don't want to bring it down to special teams. I think our 5-on-5 play's been solid. And listen, a lot of tradition, a lot of history. We got to go take it. It's not going to be given.
Your goalie has been able to have a very clear sight so far on most shots. What are you guys doing to keep his sight lines clear?
We got experienced senior core, and we're getting clearing pucks out of high danger areas. But we got to be quick to go north. I think we got to use our speed. It's every 1-6 game. We had a really hard division, and we're ready to go. We're ready to compete. We've got to finish this, and it's 2 good teams. So looking forward to it.
Thank you very much, Coach. Max?
Yeah, I think, Andrew, you really heard what I would hope Matt Smith would say, and that's we got to take it to him, right? Loyola's #1 team in the state. Ignatius, while a top 10 team in the state, comes into this game an underdog. His mentality is we can't hold on to a 2-1 lead. We got to go take it.
Yeah, he knows that the speed of Loyola can really be a factor, and like you said, a great little coaching saying is you got to go north, got to go right at the goalie, got to get pucks deep when you can, got to use your speed in places that are going to be advantageous to yourself. So, St. Ignatius got a little rest there. He's going to buckle down here for the 3rd period and really try and take it to the Ramblers.
17 minutes up on the clock. 3rd period action. Wes Anderson to my right. Max Anderson on the call. Of course, Andrew Rubin down on the bench. Bringing you all the sights and sounds from down on ice. And we are underway as the team switch ends again. Loyola will head right to left, I should say. Ignatius left to right. Taking the puck now, Gustafson. He tries to drag the puck, not able to. Fires it back up top, able to keep it in Cowan. Now Roddy plays it in behind Schreiber. Can't settle the puck. Roddy back at the blue line, but carrying it out is Klein. He chips around Roddy. He's able to win the puck back. Trying to center it, not able to. He's trying to get it into O'Grady. Instead, away with it comes Schreiber. Schreiber's checked right. Now breakaway chance. Here's Pan. Shoots. Big save, O'Brien. What a hit in the middle of the ice from Klein to pry the puck loose. Came right to Pan, and he very nearly found the 3rd goal for Ignatius.
You saw Klein open up for what looked like a 2-on-0 developing late there, and Pan take a great shot. Equally better save by Kieran O'Brien to our right.
So keeping it a 1-goal margin is Kieran O'Brien. Face-off draw to come to his right now, won by Ignatius. Pan plays the puck in behind, now below the goal line, Velarde and Albrighton. Albright able to win it, spins it up to Max Gabal, and he's able to clear. Gabal's pass goes too far, so that'll be icing. Want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Glassa, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Lake Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, and Schmidt Goaltending. Schmidt Goaltending, of course, sponsors the save of the game. I don't think we're quite ready to call that yet, are we, Wes? But when we see it, we'll know it, and it will be brought to you by Schmidt Goaltending. Now Grady up the far side boards. Lillybridge able to chip out. Just misses the stick of John Paul Cole, so Gabal's going to get a chance here for Loyola. Grady in support. Has a man cross ice. Mikey Baker pinned against the boards. Able to win it now is Latanzio. And forced off the puck and out is St. Ignatius. Gabal in the neutral zone knocks down the puck. He looks. He'll just chip it in. Wasn't able to get much on it. So not able to. No, he will go for a change. He's a little bit gimpy coming off the ice. Hopefully he's okay for Loyola. Losing an edge in the neutral zone was Luke Vega, so Loyola's able to take control, chipping it out into the neutral zone. Would have been offsides if played, as Pan was a little bit late getting out of the offensive zone for the Wolfpack. Chips out. On comes Baker. Baker going to carry wide. He loses the puck below the goal line. He's trying to win it back in the corner. Coming to help him is Waltman. Still stuck in the corner. Chipped up off the boards. St. Ignatius able to clear. So you're seeing decent amount of possession, Wes, from Ignatius, or I should say from Loyola, but they're just doing a really good job of keeping the puck out of the middle of the ice.
Yeah, Ignatius doing a really key in on those defensive details to keep Loyola from getting any good opportunity from the middle.
Now Gustafson going around a defenseman. He shoots and saved by Wigfield. Puck still loose out in front. Backhanded shot. Another save by Wigfield. Keeps it 2-1.
That might be the Schmidt save of the game. I'm not sure how he got his left pad on that.
I don't know how he saw it with the amount of traffic in front. What a save from Sebastian Wigfield, and Wes called it. And it's your Schmidt goaltending save of the game.
Little commentator jinx there, right? As we said, not sure if we're going to see 3 minutes in. Wigfield makes a huge save to keep his team up 1.
Now Loyola coming right back. In the slot, Schreiber shoots, another save. 2 more pad saves from Wigfield. Keeps it a goal advantage for Ignatius. Loyola really pushing here. Here's a shot from Cowan. Blockered away by Wigfield. Comes back to Cowan. Now Roddy skates down. Shot comes underneath the pad of Wigfield. Very nearly squeaks into the goal. Now Boersma gets cross-checked after the play and a huge scuffle in front. And the intensity of this game certainly picking up here in the third period.
Max, you see Wigfield with 2 really great saves, one with the block, another with the right pad, and then a relatively easy shot that it looked like a little indecision that went under his pad, but still able to keep it out.
Face-off draw to the left of Wigfield. Ignatius able to win it, not able to force it out. Finally are able to force it out as Cowan just has to chip the puck in with 13 minutes left here in the third period. Ignatius chips out, comes all the way back to Roddy in the Loyola end. He rifles it off the boards and back into the Ignatius end. And you get the feeling with the way Loyola's pushing offensively that the Wolfpack can't just be content with 2 goals here. Get the feeling that it's going to take at least 3 to win this game. Now puck comes loose out in front. Cowan able to keep it in at the point. Cowan again stuffs the puck in. Lillybridge behind the goal. Here's Grady. Roddy wants it. Instead, he goes cross-ice Cowan. Cowan shoots, blocked in front by O'Grady. Now Gabal coming back to help. O'Grady still pressuring. Now Roddy along the near side boards at the point, tries to keep it in. Instead, this puck's going to go, no, not going to go the length of the ice for icing, so we'll play on. On comes Gabal, rink wide to Gustafson. Gustafson with a great piece of stick work into the Ignatius end. Centering pass to Grady just over his stick. Behind the net, Ignatius, they're scrambling here a little bit, trying to force the puck out. Fritchie keeps it in, circling off the half boards, Gustafson. Here's a shot from Albrighton, blocked before it ever got to net. Albrighton all the way down below the goal line. Puck comes loose back to his D spot, so up into the neutral zone.
Max, you see 2 Ignatius forwards collapse on that last shot from the point, really trying to stick to those defensive details of helping their goaltender out.
Gustafson has the puck taken off his stick, but Schreiber there, and we're going to get a penalty. Yep, that's going to be Loyola headed to the power play, and a huge opportunity to find the game tire here.
Max, we saw it twice already where Ignatius had a chance to get the puck out with the puck close to the blue line there. Something they're going to have to take notes on if they're going to try to beat this strong power Loyola offense going forward.
It's 34 in red. Jack Peralt, the guilty party for the Wolfpack, so he'll head to the box for 2 minutes. And a man advantage coming for Loyola.
You see Gustafson, number 34, in gold out there again for Loyola.
Would venture to guess their leader in ice time. Here's Cowan looking for a deflection. Side of the net, stuff attempt. Puck still loose. Following it, Schreiber. And the goal again off its post, but I believe it was a defenseman for St. Ignatius that actually made that last save. I think there was a wide open net, and it was a skater that blocked it.
Max, it looked like the puck found its way to the middle of the ice there, and yeah, like you said, the net was wide open, but good on the Wolfpack to be able to collapse.
You can see Loyola really trying to work that point shot from the middle of the ice. A lot of chances on their power play coming from the point shot.
Andrew, I think you're spot on there. They're trying to get that puck up top, find that lane in the middle of the ice. Cowan tries to find it again, instead goes far circle and Boersma. Now near circle, cross ice Schreiber to Boersma. Shot deflected loose out in front and cleared by Ignatius. But again, you see where that power play starts for Loyola right there up top with 14 in gold, Ryan Cowan.
Andrew, to your point, too, the only time that Loyola's really been able to beat Wakefield is when they had a net front presence. So something that coaches have definitely taken note of going forward on this power play.
1:13 left on the power play. Near circle Schreiber. He's going to shoot. Scores! Will Schreiber roofs a wrist shot past Sebastian Wakefield, and it's a tie game.
Schreiber knew right away when he shot that turnaround, looked at the crowd. Great shot, even better celebration as we got a 2-2 hockey game here with 10 minutes left in the third period.
$10:28 left in the third period. Schreiber gets the goal. And another assist for Jack Gustafson. He continues to just be a menace all over the ice for Loyola. Now another chance here in the offensive zone. Loyola coming right back. For Gustafson, it's assists 5 and 6 on the tournament. And for Schreiber, it's his 4th goal on the weekend. Now pushing back Ignatius. But one and done as this comes up into the Loyola zone. And it was a pretty athletic play on the bench there from...
Looked like number 88, Mikey Baker, with a little... little Derek Jeter backhand on the bench there.
He might want to go to Coach Holacek and say, I'm not just a kicker, I can catch it too. Mikey Baker, the kicker for Loyola. But showing some good hands on the bench there. Grady and Owens here on the face-off drop. Tied up. Possession eventually goes to Ignatius. Now O'Grady shoots. And swallowing that one, O'Brien. And it's really been a quiet night for O'Brien here the last 15 minutes of gameplay as Loyola's really controlled things down in the Ignatius end.
To your credit, Max, very quiet offensively for the last 10-15 minutes from the Wolfpack, but they've been very opportunistic when they've got a chance to get shots on goal, putting 2 in on, I think, 13 shots through 2 periods.
Yeah, unofficially through 2 periods, it was a 16-13 advantage in shots for Loyola. Frankly, sounds a little bit light to me. I think there was a few more than that, but I think that at least gives you the idea of Loyola maybe a little bit better the action. But on the scoreboard, it's 2-2. Here's a shot from the slot, and it's the stick of Roddy that steered that away. Now Baker trying to win the puck. He does. He forces it deep into the Ignatius end, giving chase to it is St. John. Nice piece of stick work from Klein, but it was the active stick from Fritchie that slowed it down. Activating from his defensive spot. Back. Now Roddy settles, gets it on to Malinek. And Baker goes around 2 defensemen, gets the puck deep once again. Baker and St. John for Loyola going to try to get something started. Backhanded pass to the slot, but no one was there for Loyola. And Ignatius able to clear. Here comes speed. And Reef shoots, but the stick of Boersma deflects that up into the netting. An offensive zone draw to come for the Wolfpack.
Max, after that goal, you can see the pace starting to loosen up a bit from both sides. They're using their speed through the middle of the ice to get more transition offense. And the Wolfpack, to their credit, have been able to move the puck easily through the neutral zone to try and get some shots in on Kieran Murphy to our right.
Karnick, offensive zone draw. Instead, it's won by Boersma, able to clear by Loyola. This stretch pass misses everybody, but goes in on Wigfield, so no icing. He'll have to play it. Gustafson follows up, drops it Boersma. Schreiber with the deflection in the slot, but steered just wide. Gustafson now carries in the slot. Shoot, pad save, backdoor Boersma. He shoots, another save from Wigfield. Boersma now takes it behind the net. Drops Gustafson. Far circle, Gustafson shoots, just misses the net. And a big hit by Albrighton as he keeps it in at the point. Schreiber hands off Gustafson. Behind the net, Boersma. This top line for Loyola buzzing. Sharp angle. Holding. Gustafson shoots. Scores! Jack Gustafson with a brilliant play. The side of the net makes it 3-2 Loyola.
Max, some great hands by Gustafson as he walks out from the corner. A couple of dekes to free himself in the middle, then goes top shelf on Wigfield.
A clinical cycle there from Gustafson, Schreiber, and Boersma. That top line for Loyola. And the Stars come out, and they get it done in this big championship game.
You can see the Wolfpack coach talking to the refs. It looks like for a period of time, Gustafson, the goal scorer, had somebody's stick lodged in between his armpit. Might have looked for a holding there from the Wolfpack side.
Yeah, St. Ignatius was upset. They felt Schreiber was holding the St. Ignatius defenseman stick in front of the net earlier in that shift, preventing them from getting the puck out of their zone.
That was a good eye, Matt, Wes, and Andrew, thanks for following up. Didn't notice it myself, so got to give Gustafson some credit there. As I'm usually pretty quick to notice that, so slick on his part, but didn't get past my color guys here. And a hit in the middle of the ice. I was blocked to it, but immediate arm went up, and it's going to be a power play chance coming for St. Ignatius.
Yeah, interference on number 91, Keaton Lillybridge. Looked like he lost track of where the puck was, took the body, interfered with the St. Ignatius player as Ignatius goes back on the power play here. A big one with 7 minutes left. Look for them to really try and set something up like they did on that earlier in the game in the first period.
So now trailing by a goal. First time they've been trailing in the game for Ignatius. Interference the call. Pan's able to win the draw. Trying to find possession. Goes back to the point. In John Paul Cole, but cleared by Loyola.
Coach DJ LeVar was not happy with that penalty. He knows some of the most important shifts are the shifts right after a goal, and he did not like putting his team shorthanded immediately after taking the lead.
Yeah, it's certainly an advantage here for Ignatius as they really felt like they were being leaned on at both ends of the ice. Able to keep it in at the point was Owens. Loyola was really buzzing there for a couple shifts. Top of the circle, a shot, rebound, and 2 saves made by O'Brien. Not able to clear his Loyola. Comes out to Owens. Looking for a shorthanded chance. Here comes Cowan. Cowan at the very least. Going to get the puck in deep. Waste a few more seconds on this kill effort for Loyola with 1:10 to go.
Max, looked like Loyola was looking for a hooking there as Ryan Boersma was trying to get the puck out, but a Ignatius stick was lodged in his side there.
Now Ignatius, a little bit of miscommunication on the back end is going to force them to waste some more time, but Max Cabal side circle is going to get the puck and try to waste some more. 50 seconds left on the power play and about 30 seconds of mismanagement here for Ignatius with the man advantage. Eventually able to pry the puck loose and get things started. 6:30 left in the game. On comes Ignatius, putting the puck in deep. O'Grady giving a chase is Gunta. What a kick save by Eber to keep the puck in the zone. Pan, fortunate bounce, goes right to the stick of Reiner. His shot never got all the way through. Now Pan circles, high slot. Here's a shot from Reef, blocked in front by Malinek. Pan's able to win it back. Pestered the entire way, comes to Eber. Eber cross ice. Now Reef. Here's a shot, blocked in front. That one took a piece. Following it up off the side of the netting. O'Brien sprawling, able to keep it in. That's the end of the power play, back to full strength, but we're going to get another penalty. Hit to the head. And it's going to be a power play opportunity. We might get more than 2 minutes here. We'll see what the referee comes with, but Loyola going to come back with their own power play opportunity and a chance to really put this game away.
Max, 2 great shot blocks by Loyola to help their goalie out in that penalty kill there in that last sequence we saw.
Andrew, did I see a 10-minute signal as well there in addition to the 2?
Yes, you got a head contact, 2 minutes for head contact, and a 10-minute misconduct.
Thought I saw that. Thank you for tracking that down. So that will be the end of the game for Jack Reiner. You won't see him the rest of the game, unless we suppose he could get back in the last 30 seconds of an overtime period, but 2-10, we'll see pretty much the end of his tournament. Rink wide pass. Schreiber at the blue line, tries to get it deep. It's going to be offsides if played. Gustafson clears. Again, that top line of Schreiber, Gustafson, and Boersma out there for Loyola, along on the back end with Malnick and Cowan. At the very least here, Wes, I'm sure they'd love to find a power play goal, but certainly don't want to give up anything shorthanded.
Number 12, 2 minutes for him.
Max, like you mentioned there, Ignatius has 3 shorthanded goals in 6 CCHL games, something that the Loyola coaching staff is definitely aware of. And like you said, with less than 5 minutes left, even if Loyola doesn't get a goal here, they're very content with just winding down the clock as much as they can.
4:56 left here in the third. Live from Centennial Ice Arena for the 50th annual O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament, hosted by Loyola Academy. Doing such a great job with this tournament. And we certainly look forward to this broadcast every year, every Sunday after Thanksgiving. This puck comes into the Loyola bench. DJ LeVar keeping his faculties together.
keeping him on his toes with that puck coming in hot to the Loyola bench just now.
4:41 to go in the third. Offensive zone draw. Grady going to try to get possession here for the power play for Loyola. It is able to win it. Fritchie at the far point. Will drop it to Grady along the boards. Grady, top of the circle, gets it back to Fritchie. Fritchie looks. He's got a lane. He'll shoot. Deflected in front. Went off somebody's shin pad and deflected well wide. Big wind up from Vega, and that clears. Grady with some speed along the near boards here. Darts up the left wing. Grady goes all the way behind. He's got Cowan back at the point. He'll hand off Cowan. Now Roddy. Here's a shot deflected in front, I believe, but into the glove of Wigfield.
Grady with a lot of speed just in front of us coming up that left wing. And you see Loyola usually try to set something up there, but up 1 goal with 4 minutes left. Very content with just moving the puck around and trying to get an easy shot on goal.
4:01 left in the third. 18 seconds on the Loyola man advantage. They lead 3-2. Face-off draw 1 goes right to Gustafson. He drops to Cowan. Cross ice Roddy. Roddy surveys. He'll go back up top Cowan. Drops it down below, and Gustafson into the middle looking for Boersma, but it was the active stick of Reef that's able to clear it out, and that will end the power play for Loyola. Back to full strength, 3:40 to go. Ignatius looking for that game-tying goal. Boersma carries it out in front. That was Cowan that carried out in front. Turns, shoots, and deflected wide. Ryan Cowan with the dangerous play out in front of his goal. Don't want to see that from your defenseman if you're Loyola. Back the other way, here comes a shot. Sticked and into the glove. Sprawling for it, O'Brien. As he wasn't able to handle that rebound with precision, but disaster avoided for Loyola Gold.
Max, you see as we get down to just over 3 minutes left in this period, you can really see the Wolfpack starting to crash on net, making things difficult for O'Brien down to our right.
Watch out for the St. Ignatius defenseman looking to activate as much as possible, starting to take chances in this final 3 minutes.
Yeah, you can see that coming here right now, as they really feel like they have a chance here. This St. Ignatius team in this CCHL, SHL clash, able to clear it. Back to play it are the Wolfpack. Mubarak leads the rush for Ignatius. Gets it on to Velarde, but he has the puck taken off his stick in the neutral zone. We're under 3 minutes to go.
Expect Wigfield to be coming out in the next minute or so if Ignatius isn't able to get a goal.
We'll keep an eye to our left. Now tape-to-tape pass. Owens is going to get the puck deep in on O'Brien. Far side boards. It's Kadlik for Loyola. Now away with it comes Grady. He skates with speed. Tries to go around a defenseman, not able to. Now Gustafson, high slot. Tried to drop it to a darting forward, but just misses that stick. Away with it comes St. Ignatius. If this reaches the length, it should be icing. No, it won't. And initially saw a wave from the linesman, and at the last second raised his hands. One last time, I want to thank our sponsors here on the SHL Network: CCTY Bearing, Christopher Burke Engineering, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, GLASA, the Great Lakes Adaptive Sports Association, York Hockey, Loyola Hockey, Wintrust Bank, Link Forest Bank and Trust, a Wintrust Community Bank, and Schmidt Goaltending. We thank all of our great sponsors here on the SHL Network that makes it possible to bring you these great broadcasts. 2 minutes to go in the third period. Puck in on the Ignatius end. And keep an eye on the net for the Wolfpack. See when they opt to get Wigfield out of there. They'll certainly have to get possession in the offensive zone first. Rink wide. Klein waits at the blue line. Puck goes in deep, and O'Brien will just put his glove on top of it with 1:44 to go here in the third period. Conversation behind the bench for Ignatius, and they're going to take a timeout. So Ignatius will try to set something up here. You would imagine with 6 attackers, I think this would be a position to pull the goaltender if you're St. Ignatius, but unless if you're Coach Matt Smith, what are you looking at here with this offensive zone draw?
If you're Coach Matt Smith, you're pulling your goalie out to about the hash marks, and as soon as you get good possession in the offensive zone, Wigfield's coming out. I think Ignatius was able to set something up good when they were able to work the puck high and then have some traffic in front, so expect something similar in the last minute 44 of the game for Ignatius.
Had an absolutely outstanding third period here. Alongside Wes Anderson, Max Anderson, Andrew Rubin down on the ice level collecting what information he can here with 1:44 to go. If you're St. Ignatius, had a 2-goal lead there in the second period, and it's been Loyola roaring back, really led by their stars. 3 points on the night for Jack Gustafson. A goal from Schreiber and a goal from Nicholas Malinick for Loyola. Meanwhile, for St. Ignatius, it's 2 goals for Joey Velarde. That's how we've arrived here at 3-2. And Wes, talk about the last 2 minutes of your 6th game in 2.5 days. You're going to see every last bit of energy out here on the ice.
Everybody's going to be selling out, Max and EC. We talked about him pretty much all game. Gustafson out there trying to lead his team to a victory here with 1:44 left.
3-2 our lead. Offensive zone draw, empty net for St. Ignatius. 6 attackers for the Red Sweaters. Critical face-off draw won by Boersma. Cowan going to try to spin it around the boards, pinching hard right away is Joey Gunta. Puck comes loose through the middle of the ice, tracking it down far side. Bobby Eber behind the net, trying to get it back to Eber. Instead, it's Gustafson stepping in the way of that. High off the boards is Cowan, and that will be cleared, but not far enough for icing. Schreiber able to get the puck. He'll drop it deep, 1:18 to go for a Thanksgiving tournament championship on their home rink. Or I should say in their home tournament, not on their home rink here at Centennial. Ignatius finally able to clear their zone. Turning and firing was Gustafson. Knocked down by Eber. Under a minute to go. Big hit by Schreiber. And an empty net chance just off the side of the net. 50 seconds to go. Ignatius tied up through the neutral zone. Roddy able to clear the puck. Here's Gustafson looking for the empty netter. Just misses the net. Gustafson tracks it down, eventually coming away with it is Pan. He'll circle behind his net with 32 seconds to go. Not able to clear. Cowan steps up. He shoots. What a job by Eber. That puck was headed for the empty net. 20 seconds to go. Loyola not letting St. Ignatius get anything done here with the extra attacker. Pan carries in. He's checked off the puck. Gets the puck in deep. Now 12 seconds to go. It's going to be tied up right along the boards here. Now 10. Forced out. And that should do it. Unless this puck gets far enough for icing, it will. So 1.7 seconds to go. It'll be an offensive zone draw for St. Ignatius. And with that short amount of time, we'll see what the Wolfpack can put together.
That short amount of time, you either have to put something immediately on net, everything crashing, or if you're going to try and win it back, it's got to be quick draw back, and then a quick shot as soon as you can. So Matt Smith talking to his guys right before this last face-off here, just trying to get a little bit of organization before the puck's dropped.
Mazzarello is not happy behind the bench. He wants to get going. He feels like a quasi-timeout has been called here for St. Ignatius. I think it's really the officials are trying to adjust the clock. I think maybe a few tenths of a second extra ticked off the clock.
Sounds like we're going to get 3 seconds back, 2.3 seconds on this clock here.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going on. So 2.3 to go. Critical draw as Bobby Eber is going to try to win it here. Get something immediately back to Joey Gunta. Face-off draw to come. Won by Loyola. Sharp angle attempt here, and that will do it. Loyola, your O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament champions.
Great game played by Loyola here. Like you mentioned before, down two goals in the second period, able to rally back to get the victory.
So a 3-2 win for Loyola, the #1 team in the state. They're going to stay that way after 6 wins in 2.5 days. They come to celebrate with their student section down to our right. So at the end of tournament play, we're going to send it down to ice level where Andrew Rubin is standing by with #1 star Jack Gustafson. Andrew.
Thank you, Max. I'm here with Jack and Coach Scott. I'll start with you, Jack. You had a goal and 2 assists this game, including the game-winning goal. What led to your success today?
Teamwork. We all came out ready to go. We had a good talk in the third period and knew we had them on the ropes, so just Scott came in, got us going and ready.
Thank you, Coach. You guys were down 2-0 in the second period today and 2-1 coming into the third. What propelled you guys to come for this comeback win?
The boys, they just came together in that third period. We knew we had the momentum going into it, and we just executed. So it was just a lot of energy. We dug deep and we pulled through here.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, Andrew, all evening long for your work here tonight. Welcome to the SHL Network family. Looking forward to having Andrew with us throughout the season. We will step aside here, let the trophy presentation commence, and come and close the broadcast in just a couple of minutes. So we'll step aside. Awards, all tournament teams here to come.
We've got a slight delay. We're going to start with our all-tournament team in the second here. From the St. Ignatius Wolfpack, #5, Miles Mubarak. From St. Ignatius Wolfpack, #29, Corbin Kahn. From Loyola Gold, #71, Will Schreiber. From Loyola Gold, #26, Ryan Borswell. And rounding out our all-tournament team, #34, Jack Gustafson. And our all-tournament goalie, #25, Kieran O'Brien. Let's have a round of applause for our all-tournament team. And doing awards for the St. Ignatius Wolfpack. #2, Victor Ventura. #5, Miles Mubarak. #8, Jimmy Gracie. #9, Bobby Eber. #11, Raymond Owens. #12, Jack Reiner. Number 16, Joey Velarde. Number 19, Alex Lisbon. Number 21, Tyler Pan. Number 22, DJ Fensel. Number 23, Joey Tuck. Number 25, Andrew Landon. Number 27, John Paul Kill. Number 28, Charlie. Number 29, Corbin Klein. Number 31, Cash Volpe. Number 34, Jack Perot. Number 35, goalie Sebastian Whitfield. Number 36, Will Carnick. Number 38, Trip Condon. Number 39, Connor Kennedy. Number 40, Jack Druckman. Number 42, Cullen Mulcahy. Number 43, Aiden Dooley. Number 44, Paul O'Grady. And number 47, Luke Vega. Can we have the captains for St. Ignatius to accept the runner-up trophy? Great tournament, guys. Thank you for coming out. And now, for our host and 50th anniversary of Grady Cup champions, Loyola Gold. Number 5, Sam Rohde. Number 9, Garrett Grady. Number 10, Mikey Latanzio. Number 12, Matthew St. John. Number 14, Ryan Cowan. Number 18, Tommy Albrighton. Number 19, Nicholas Malnick. Number 25, goalie Kieran O'Brien. Number 26, Ryan Lorsma. Number 28, Bobby Sharfstein. Number 29, Will Steele. Number 34, Jack Gustafson. Number 35, Braden Haney. Number 36, Charlie Fritchie. Number 46, Nathan Badlett. Number 71, Will Schreiber. Number 84, Zach Waltman. Number 90, Max Gabal. Number 91, Keaton Lillibridge. Number 95, Charlie Bain. And number 88, Mike Baker. Congratulations to both teams. Thank you for coming out for the 50th anniversary. Look forward to seeing you next year. Good luck to both teams the rest of the season. Thank you.
So that will do it for this broadcast here at Centennial Ice Arena. We had an absolutely fantastic championship game here, Wes. Obviously, game-winning goal, so appropriate for it to come from Jack Gustafson.
Yeah, he was really controlling the pace of the play for the majority of this game and really using his skill to break free off the bottom of that there. A couple good moves and goes top shelf to get the game winner.
That'll do it for us here from Centennial Ice Arena. Do join us next Saturday evening, for our next SHL Game of the Week. Loyola Gold will be featured in that once again. We'll be down south for Oak Park River Forest live at 7:45 p.m. Saturday night. I want to thank our great crew on the broadcast tonight. Stepping in doing camera duty tonight, Dylan Ward. Appreciate him stepping in, and whether it's behind the mic or behind the camera, he does a fantastic job. We appreciate him. Of course, Jimmy the Wiz Olsen behind all the graphics, sounds and graphics doing a great job as he always does. To my right, Wes Anderson on color. Andrew Rubin was down on the ice. And I'm Max Anderson. Thank you for joining us here on this Thanksgiving Sunday. And we look forward to talking to you again next Saturday night.